What do you think about my eye look today? I made it with a new palette that was a present for the 8th of March. Welcome to another new releases video where we're discussing new Korean, Chinese, and occasionally Japanese new makeup releases. Basically, I'm preparing a table with new releases. Don't be afraid, this is my microphone receiver. And then we're going through each release and discuss it. Keep in mind that I'm sharing my personal opinion on each release, and I encourage you to share your personal opinion down in the comments. Let's have a conversation, let's have a chat. I really love responding to you and have a discussion in the comments. So feel free to leave a comment and like this video if you like it, because I put quite a lot of efforts in making these videos to bring you useful information and just let you know what is available on the market right now. Alternative Studio have launched their Lip Potion Aqua Glow Lively Nude collection. They added 3 new shades, but those are available exclusively on Zigzag. Zigzag is a Korean shop, so I will not focus on this launch a lot because I know that the majority of my audience are in the US and Canada, so we will probably not be able to get it. But if you're very interested, this is how they look like, and these are more nude shades as they describe them. Amuse announced that they will launch a new powder lip and cheek product. So far, don't have any details, but they're currently looking for people who are going to test the product. There is not much info yet. Let me know if you like this kind of format of the product. I think that I would try. It's supposed to have a blurry finish, which is something that I don't mind. I mean, I like when my cheeks are glowy, but they're glowy because my skin is literally oily, so I'm not sure that blurred cheeks, like matte cheeks, will last on me, but I would love to try to see. Apieu is going to have new water lock finisher coming on the 14th of March, which is tomorrow. I'm filming on the 13th. Please check their Instagram if you're interested. This is a collaboration with Jeno. I don't know who this person is, but if you know, they will have a collaboration with Apieu. bbia launched O Stay corrector in the shade blue. It's a tone-up base corrector designed to neutralize yellow undertones and discoloration. It's available in a special set together with their regular concealer. I definitely saw it on Olive Young Global already, so if you're interested in getting a set with a concealer and this corrector, you can check it on Olive Young. This is a very similar set to what they launched some time ago. I don't remember, like months ago, when they had a set of a regular concealer and a milk corrector. It was a white corrector. So this is something similar, and I believe that you cannot buy it separately. Colorgram. Last time we discussed that they are launching new Fruity Glass Tint Milk collection, but the colors were unknown. I mean, we saw only one color, but now we can see all the colors. I see 8 colors here. They all look really soft, semi-transparent. Like always, we have warm and cool undertones, brighter shades and muted shades. Many of you are pointing out under almost every single new releases video that the colors shown by Korean brands are often far from the truth, that the color that you receive is very often not what it is on the picture, and I can totally understand that. I'm experiencing this myself and I'm extremely mad. I don't understand why we just cannot represent the colors correctly. Plus, we see that many of the swatches are very photoshopped, so you cannot really understand what the texture of the product is and how it actually sits on the lips. These kind of swatches, they'll look really dreamy and ideal. I also don't have trust in them anymore. They look super beautiful, but the question is it true? Another release from them is a nude blur tint in several new colors from 14 to 18. No dullness, just pure clarity. Brighter, lighter, and effortlessly airy. Milky nude shades. And again, we have like ideal swatches, ideally looking lips without almost without texture. Honestly, this lip product looks a little bit dry on the hand swatch, and it looks like it can go in your lip lines, but I'm not sure. I've never tried it. I'm just assuming based on the swatch on the palm. So let me know if you have this tint. What do you think about it? Do you like it? Because they continue to launch new colors, so maybe it's a very well loved by the people. Let's see, Clio, they have several new releases. First is new Butterball Crayon, 5 new colors. Those are from 11 to 15, and it's a lip and cheek product. When I see these crayons, I think about Too Cool for School. I think that the format is fun. Like, look at this picture. Look how cute it is. It looks like it's for kids. They also say that it's a new texture. They say that now it is lighter with a refreshing texture. I don't know what it means. What does it mean, refreshing texture? Based on the fact that they say it's lighter, I presume that it's sheer. New Kbeauty Slim Ash Mascara in 4 colors. Achieve soft, defined features with ash-toned coloring. How can you achieve both soft and defined features? Maybe it's just my English. I really like ashy brows. And I noticed that all Korean brands now, they have this kind of pinky, grayish, ashy color, which looks nice. Makes me think about dyeing my hair pink, but no. And also 2 new colors to Kbeauty Auto Heart Brow Pencil, which is 6 and 7. One is taupe gray, another one is gray pink, like what I said. It's a pinkish ashy color, which I like. I like this kind of color of the brows. I think this kind of color of the hair is so hard to achieve and it looks so beautiful. And they also launched a special set that I saw on All of Young Global, which is Kill Cover Mesh Glow Essential Cushion. Okay, so the set is cushion and a special gift, Dew Cheek Blusher. This is the kind of blushers that we discussed with you in my previous videos, like what peripera. With this thing. I saw the sets on All of Young Global, so if you want to buy one, it's already there. Let's talk about the scandal and all of this. Dinto. So people are boycotting Dinto. I mean, I went to their Instagram just to make some screenshots of the cherry blossom collection, like the limited edition that they have, and I see the comments and everyone is writing boycott Dinto, address the situation and all of this. So apparently the person who is the ambassador of the brand, if I understand correctly, he's not just a model for them, he's an ambassador. He's a popular actor in Korea, and recently he got into a scandal because apparently he was dating an underage girl, and now people are boycotting Dinto for not doing anything about it. Today at 4 a.m. when I was writing this script, there was nothing said, like no statement from Dinto itself, but just recently I saw that they posted that they're going to address the situation the moment they can, and that they're in communication with the agency that is his management, and they also restricted their comments, of course, for every brand when they're ambassadors or they're influencers. When there's an issue with their reputation, of course it affects the brand. I was in this situation several times when I would buy some influencers for the brands. We would do the campaign, we would finish the sponsored work, and then the influencers would get in some kind of scandal or some past behavior would come out, and it does affect the brand. It always affects the brand unless the sponsorship was somewhere a long time ago, but he's an ambassador, so his face is all over their social media, their website. Of course the brand is not responsible for what someone else, their ambassador, did in the past. We all understand that he would not come to them and tell them, by the way, I was not a very good person in the past. I think that they cannot do much in the situation, because when something like this happens, immediately they need to start negotiating with the agency what to do. Most of the time it's how can they cancel the contract, but apart from that, I don't think the brand can do anything. I mean, of course they need to release a statement that they're communicating with the management of the person, and also mention that they don't support this kind of dating situation. This is it. What do you think? Do you know this actor? I believe that I even saw one series with him, which is strange because I never watched series. I think that I watched around 4 Korean dramas in my whole life, but his face looks familiar to me and I don't remember what did I watch with him. Maybe it's because I watched so many Dinto advertisements that I already think that I saw him somewhere else. Anyway, let me know if you know about this situation and what you think about it. And what I wanted to discuss is their Cherry Blossom limited edition. It includes their best-selling tint color and liquid cheek sets in a new limited edition Cherry Blossom version. Actually, I think that, again, only the external packaging is Cherry Blossom themed, but the products are actually not related to cherry blossom, or at least they don't have any special design from what I remember, but you will see on the photos. It also includes Blur Radiance Blusher in 562, a soft jelly cream shimmer blush. Blur Finish Shadow Palette in 709. I am not interested in these colors. I mean, I want to have some Dinto tints at some point, but let's first see how they handle the situation with Ambassador. The blusher, I just realized that I have around 3 or 4, not exactly cream blushers. Some of them are cream to powder. There's also one with like strange pudding texture. But let's say I have 4 creamy cheek products. All of them are very different colors, and I really like the range that they have. Pretty versatile, like I can use them for any makeups, and I just don't want any new blushes. The only thing is that I don't have shimmer blushes, so maybe if I see some shimmer blush that I like, I could potentially buy it, but I'm pretty fine with my 4 blushes that I really enjoy. There's only one Korean palette that I want at the moment. I don't think I want any other Korean palette. I'm super excited about some Chinese palettes that actually arrived to me today, so I probably will not buy anything new before I film the videos with them, before I make my reviews. Dear Dahlia launched a new lip product. It's a Lip Allure Glow Shine. It was launched on the 1st of March, and the features are soft, non-sticky formula, subtle glow, and natural vibrance. Of course, the swatches are edited a lot. 2 neutral shades, 3 warm shades, and 3 cool shades. I'm preparing a video about some lip products that are newly launched, and I will be honest with you, I bought many lip products. I mean, many for me, and I'm not planning to buy more unless I can give away all the lip products that I purchased and didn't like. But if I find some products that I like, then I will be using them, and I don't need anything new actually. The stick is thin, actually reminds me of sheer tinted stick from Romand. That is amazing. I'm still using it and I love it. Let's talk about espoir. They've launched a new couture lip tint fitting blur. Every time when I manage to say the whole name correctly, I feel better about myself, feeling more confident. It's a long-lasting smudge-free velvet lip tint that keeps its first color and blur effect intact. Did I translate this, or did they write it like this in English? Sounds like I tried to translate it. Their own technology called Airy Press, weightless gel and fine powder blend. Blurs and smooths lip texture without dryness. It was launched on the 8th of March, and there are 10 shades in total, 5 warm and 5 cool. Look at these swatches. Look at these swatches. We actually have swatches on different skin tones. We actually have it. I'm feeling so happy. And also it's the fact, look at the lips. Look how they have texture. Look at the lines. These look like actual human lips. I mean, of course they're still Photoshop, but at least they're not Photoshopped to the point that they don't have any texture. I'm so happy to see something like this. It makes me more drawn to buy it because I don't see some fake, almost drawn like AI looking swatches, but something that actually looks real. I'm really happy for that, really happy that they made the swatches on different skin tones. Let's speak about Etude. They've launched new shades to What's in My Eyes single eyeshadows. It's a lavender edition, lavender colors, 5 new shades. I told you already, the shades are nice and I like lavender. I really love cool toned makeups, especially lavender makeups, not like purple makeups, but something that is lilac and lavender. But I told you, there's only one palette at the moment that I want. I was really excited about all the customization thing, but I feel like for now I don't have time for new eyeshadows. Another thing is a Fruity Lip and Cheek Blur Balm. These remind me of Rare Beauty blushes, and I believe it's the 3rd time I see where the compact is the same color as what's inside. To me, it's very aesthetically pleasing. I really enjoy seeing that something is the same color. I mean, when it's actually the same color. Like when I saw Rare Beauty blushes, wow. Like the match in colors is so good, and as a perfectionist I feel like I feel better looking at blushes like this. I hope that it's the same here, that the color of the compact is very similar to the product inside, and yeah, they look cute. I already said I don't need more cream blushes, even though these look cute. And also I saw a Chinese brand that is called Into You. They also made blushes with a compact that's the same color. I mentioned like 2 times that there's only one palette I want, and it's the third time. I believe it's the third new releases where I'm mentioning Glow. I mentioned it when they announced it, then I mentioned when they launched it, and now finally, on the 10th of March, they have launched their eyeshadow palette. It consists mostly of shimmery shades, and I believe there are like 3 mattes with pearls. Very typical for Korean eyeshadow palettes. I mean, for me, I kind of want both mattes and shimmers in my palette, because if there are only shimmers, I don't know what to do. I'm feeling lost. Where's like a base shade? Where's some shading? If they're only mattes, I feel like the makeup is incomplete. I don't like matte makeup. I like all the sparkly things. I like my eyes to shine a lot. It's especially interesting to me when brands are launching something for the first time. And it's so interesting to me to test this product and give feedback. The palette, it's already in my cart. I haven't paid yet, I haven't purchased it yet. It's $50. It's like $10 less expensive than some luxury palettes. But like, I was expecting everything like 30, 40, but $50. You know what? I saw someone writing a comment to me that Glow is actually overpriced. I just want to check if it's overpriced. I just want to check if it's just because they're a small brand. Let's move to HERA. They've launched a new Sensual Tinted Shine Stick, just like Dear Dahlia did. Very similar concept. Inspired by the boldness of the city. A translucent shine balm texture that melts effortlessly onto your lips, glides on smoothly, leaving a thin, comfortable finish that stays true to the first swipe. It is already available, and again, we have more inclusive swatches. Swatches on different skin tones, on different lips. This is great. I feel extremely grateful. I will remember that these 2 brands, espoir and Kbeauty, did this. They will be my priority in testing if I want to test any new lip products. And look the colors. Some of them are so... There's even like a true orange color. I like Angel Case and Black Cherry, especially Black Cherry. Look at the Black Cherry. This vampire color. I'm not sure why am I so inspired by some vampire fantasy. What's happening with me? Holika Holika has launched a new Muse collection. It includes some singles, which are new shades to single eyeshadows, 7 mattes, 2 shimmers, and there's also new texture to this My Fave Piece singles. It's called My Fave Piece Balm, which are basically balmy singles, 3 shades. Very basic, very light shades, and 2 shimmers, and some pink and peach balms. Do we need this? Sorry, I slept for 5 hours. And there's also a new palette, My Fave Mood Eye Palette, 13th in the shade Almost Grape. I mentioned about the palettes, all of this. I actually think that the name really suits it because it doesn't look exactly grape, but there is something grape about it. So Almost Grape, a genius name. I mean, I know that people enjoy Holika Holika eyeshadow. Probably that's why they release so many. Actually, as much as I hate this kind of product, this one is nice. Let's film it again from the very beginning. Nuse has launched a peach-toned mini cushion blush. It's the blush from their regular collection with a pump, but it's in a cushion format. They launched it on the 1st of March, and this is a small launch from them. I'm not interested in the format. Cushion blushes, it's not for me. It's not something I enjoy using. I actually prefer blushes with a pump. Let's move to Peripera. They are launching something so beautiful, and it's 4 new plumping gloss shades in the Ink Glasting Lip Gloss line. Listen, make anything like space, universe, or magic, like fairy magic themed, and I will probably buy it. It looks so beautiful. It reminds me of the universe, the stars, the planets, the galaxy. High shine shimmer and intense plumping effect. So the plumping effect is going to be intense. I don't care about it personally. My lips can survive any kind of plumping. I feel like I eat spicy food. I feel this burn on my lips, and I don't have problems with that, apparently. So yeah, I don't mind plumping effect. In any case, in a couple of hours it disappears. So inspired by Mala Tangulu 4 new shades, including a Japan exclusive color. So the color that I like the most, Indigo Night, the dark one, this is a Japan exclusive. Why? In any case, the swatches, like the way they look on the lips, doesn't look so impressive. I mean, they all look more or less the same, but the product itself, the way you can have it in your bag, the way you can take it out and it's like a dark lip gloss. Anyway, I have some time to think because they're going to be launched in April. Let's see Too Cool for School. They have new colors to their glossy Blaster tint. I believe it's already available, I didn't see the dates. And the new colors is Juicy Candy Collection from the 5th to the 9th. Turn up the brightness with the juiciest colors yet. Ultra glossy shine, long-lasting juicy tint for a fresh, plump lip look. First of all, the packaging reminds me of old colorgram tints. It does look very similar. Second, ultra bright, saturated colors, highly edited swatches. I'm kind of bored of that. We have a lot of this, plenty of colors and brands to choose from, so if you're a lover of a juicy, really bright, saturated lip color, here are some more colors, but I'm personally not excited. I've seen too many bright, saturated Korean tints. Next up we have tooq. They introduced customizable 4 shades eyeshadow palette. Before that they have 6 shades eyeshadow palette that you can customize. I feel like it's nice. I mean, I'm a little bit drawn to these palettes because they are, yes, they're more expensive, but they look much more well made. They're not just plastic like Misha or what Holika Holika have, like Romand, all of these brands. It seems like they're a little bit better made. They have something metal in them, looking a little bit more prestige. So if 6 was too much for you, you can now buy 4 shades empty customizable palette. This is what VDL writes on their Instagram. There are so many beautiful makeup products, but somehow I keep going back to the same ones. And I need something I can pick up without thinking, especially on busy mornings. Sounds like someone was writing about me. Introducing the VDL Essential line, designed to be a staple in your makeup pouch. It will be launched on the 17th. Today is 14th already. 45 minutes into the 14th of March. Most probably I will post it tomorrow, unless I will be working the whole night, which I don't want. So this is going to be released after the video. If you're interested, please check the VDL Instagram or their official website. Some news from wakemake. They have changed their official name. Yes. How do you think they've changed it? All the letters are now lowercase. Previously all the letters were uppercase letters, and I believe that there was one letter that is flipped, if I remember correctly. But if you saw my previous video on new releases, we were discussing the tints that they've released recently. By the way, I ordered one. And if you saw that video, you probably saw the tints with the new name already. Another thing I wanted to discuss, this is not a new release. It's from 2am. They didn't release anything new from what we discussed already in the previous videos. It's just that they posted this picture on their Instagram, and here they compare 4 shades of their cheek product. And when I saw it, I didn't know what to say. These shades are so similar. They're so similar that I cannot imagine a single person who would think that they need 2 shades. These upper 2 or lower 2. Like, at least for the upper 2, you can definitely see that one is brighter, another one is more muted. I'm not sure how it shows up on your face and if it's going to show up, but at least you can see it. But the lower 2, I think that if we start asking people, most of the people will say that these are 2 same colors. 3C have a new Bloom edition, which includes a multi-eye color palette in First Bloom, face blush in Fever Dream, blur water tint in Sunlight Petal, and velvet lip tint in Now and Always. I really like their campaign. I like the colors that they've chosen. I'm a big lover of sky blue, baby blue, and the color they've chosen to contrast with the blue one, this coral, again, pastel color, it's so beautiful. Everything looks so beautiful in these promotional materials. I, of course, questioned the pigmentation of the palette. How pigmented is going to be this pastel blue? And I'm not saying this because I'm expecting like bright pigmentation. It's just that pastel colors are really hard to make. Sometimes they're like so sheer that they create this kind of dusty, uneven layer on your eyelid, especially when it's an unusual color, let's say unnatural color like blue green, and I'm really wondering how did they manage to do it and if it's going to work. I'm not sure that I will buy the palette. If I see a beautiful collection like this, I would buy the whole collection, but I know for a fact I'm not going to be using the coral blush and the lip product, so I'm buying only the palette. It seems like there is no reason for me to buy only the palette, so I don't think I will try it. Let's move on to Chinese releases. Joocyee has released a Dewdrop Glaze Lip Oil. It works and feels like lip oil that truly hydrates your lips. It's long wear. Unlike regular lip oil, the soft oil film protects the lip color from fading. The small bristles, it's about the applicator. The small bristles allow even application. The metal tip in the middle feels cooling on the lips while massages them at the same time. What do you think? What do you think about the applicator? It reminds me about something alien, and especially this like thin line, and it's thin here and then like this. I think that it looks funny. I mentioned to you that I discovered metal applicators, and I love metal applicators. I don't need anything around them, these bristles, this brush. I just need the metal applicator. It's easy to work with if it's big enough. It's nice for essence products, for oils. Yeah, again, I have lip products with metal applicators that I enjoy, and I'm planning to continue enjoying them. Plus, this product only has 3 shades, which I guess is not bad. I was just wondering why they decided on these shades, on pink with shimmer, another pink, and brown. Let's see what Judydoll have released, because they've released like 3 new products. First product is Dew Shine 6 color palette in 4 different color stories. This is just a simple, the most basic eyeshadow palette, not only eyeshadow but eyes and face palette, this kind of multi-purpose product. It has absolutely regular basic shades. It's for, in general, Judydoll targets beginners in makeup and some people who are doing very simple makeups. And this is a palette for very simple basic makeups. It has like tutorial on the back, several colors, peachy pink, cool tones, smoky pink, earthy tones, and a palette for cool tone and olive skin. To me, nothing exciting. I've tried this kind of palette so many times. I don't need a new one. Another shadow palette is Spark Up Under Eye Shadow Palette, which is an under eye shadow palette, obviously. Did the light change? This is something similar to what Japanese brand Cezanne has, I believe. A popular, like small eyeshadow palette that is used for aegyo. I do like to emphasize my aegyo. I feel like many people look better with emphasized aegyo, even if you are not Asian. But for that, I actually don't need a separated palette. I'm pretty okay with using an eyeshadow palette, or even just taking an eye pencil, drawing this, and then putting some very light matte shades or some shimmers. So yeah, I don't need the whole palette. I presume it's going to be very small, like travel friendly, and it even has a small dual-sided applicator with a sponge on one side and with a little brush on another side. Another thing launched is Judydoll Little Pearl Highlighting Concealer Cushion. Why do I need concealer in a cushion format? I keep seeing products that are widely known and used in everyone's skincare routine, but in new formats, and I keep asking, why do we need these new formats? I'm feeling perfectly fine with the way most of concealers are. I'm not sure. Why do I need a concealer in a cushion format? And there is also a keychain together with that, or is it a bracelet? I think it's a keychain. You can attach it to the cushion and wear it on your bag. I will not understand this. I will not. Also, look at this before and after. Look how good the product works. Look before, the under eyes, little under bags, the shade here on the folds. And apparently this product not only removes the color, but also the texture. And even these folds. Wow. What a magical product. Okay, maybe some people really love cushions and they want everything to be in the cushion form. Now let's see some Japanese releases. We are starting with Clio Japan. The new Pro Eye palette Air, featuring a special edition Mickey Mouse. So 3 palettes. 3 palettes, pink toned, purple toned, and brown, like warm shades. Many of you have commented under my previous new releases video, that the palettes in the collaboration between Clio and Harry Potter have nothing to do with Harry Potter. And here I feel like those are very similar palettes, just some colors are a little bit different. It's just that they have these arts and some embossing inside. I'm sorry to say that it's boring, but it is. I mean, I understand the desire to keep the palette usable, to keep the shades usable, something that people will be able to use on a daily basis. But if we cannot, let's say, if it's not very reasonable to give a consumer an eyeshadow palette with, what does Mickey Mouse have? With a black shade, with a red shade, yellow, white. If it's not reasonable because these are not popular, not well-used shades, let's have some fun with the design, because what is this? We have a palette, we have the art on the packaging, and we have embossing in the palette. On one shade there is a character, on another shade there is some kind of object. It's related to the cartoon somehow, and that is it. Okay, in the purple palette there are 2 shades with characters because there are 2 characters. Can we have all the shades, or at least all the matte and matte pearls shades, with some kind of embossing of characters, with something that we can relate to the characters? I understand that people will be using the shades and the embossing will be destroyed eventually, but just to have something more related to the story. These like couple of shades with the character on it and some kind of object, and the rest of the shades are just regular shades. I think that the fans are going to buy it. I'm just trying to think about myself, and when I think about myself, I'm thinking, if there would be Hello Kitty on this, would you buy it? Probably yes, unless the color story is like so dead that I cannot physically spend my money on this, which was the case with me and Amuse Hello Kitty collection. Wanted to buy the collection, or at least some things from the collection, but when I saw that eyeshadow palette, I just could not. I could not physically click add to cart because the palette was so dull. But yeah, the fans, maybe they will be happy with this. Another Japanese release is a collaboration again, Peripera and Tamagotchi. They have released this Peripera All Take Mood palette in 102. Wonder World. Is it some kind of game where you're growing, like feeding your animal? It was on some kind of special devices. I can be incorrect. Cute, because in every shade you have some kind of image related to the game, so probably people who were playing, they can understand the art on each shade. The palette inside looks just like a regular All Take Mood palette. There's one side that is brighter, one side that is more muted. In the middle there's a highlighter, I believe. It is exclusive for Plaza. Yeah, it looks cute the first time you see it. When I start to look carefully at the shades, I understand that there is nothing unique to it. But at least I feel like the art here is a little bit more interesting compared to the Disney collection from Clio that we just discussed. Alright, this is going to be it. If you like this video, please support it by liking. If you want to support the channel, please subscribe. It's 1:30 a.m. so I need to do some photos of this makeup and finally go to sleep because I have a big day tomorrow. I was really happy to see you today. Please share with me your opinions on these new releases. What did you like? What did you dislike? Are you going to buy anything? I really love reading your comments and replying to you. So see you in the comment section. Bye bye.